Welcome, curious minds, to another deep dive.
Great to be here.
Today, we're taking a closer look at, well, a fundamental building block of language. It's something so omnipresent you probably don't think much about it, but it holds surprising complexity. We're talking about the mighty noun.
Absolutely essential.
We've got this great set of lecture notes here. Lecture 2, Noun, Its Kinds. Our mission, as always, is to unpack this, pull out the key insights, and really get under the hood.
Sounds good.
Okay, let's unpack this. What exactly is a noun, right at its core?
Well, the word noun itself is a good starting point. It actually comes from the Latin word nomen, which just means names.
Names. Simple enough.
Fundamentally, yeah. A noun is simply a word we use as the name of a person, place, thing, or, and this is important, even an idea.
Okay.
So think of easy examples. John, that's a person. School, a place. Pizza, a thing. Or happiness, there's your idea.
You're right.
You can see them working in a basic sentence like, John eats pizza in school. Person, thing, place, all named.
Okay, that seems pretty straightforward. Person, place, thing, idea. But what really struck me in these notes was just how many kinds of nouns there are. It goes way beyond that basic definition. It gets quite nuanced.
Oh, definitely. Language loves categories.
Can you give us a quick rundown? What are the main types we're going to be digging into today?
Sure. The lecture notes lay out quite a few. We've got common nouns and proper nouns, which most people might know. Then material, concrete, and abstract nouns.
Okay.
Also compound nouns, collective nouns, and then count versus mass nouns.
Wow, that's a lot.
It is. It shows how flexible nouns need to be to, capture everything we want to talk about.
It really does paint a picture of how language carves up reality. So where should we start? Maybe with the ones people encounter most often, common and proper.
Good place to start.
Mm-hmm.
So a common noun, it's used for the name of a general class of person, place, thing, or idea.
General class,
Like father, school, book, or city, it's the category, not the specific one.
Got it. And proper nouns.
Proper nouns are the opposite. They name a particular specific person, place, or thing.
So instead of just father.
Right, you'd have a specific name, maybe Ahmad, like in the notes. Instead of just any book, you might specify the Quran, or for city, Lahore, or the country Pakistan.
Okay, and that distinction is super important for clarity, isn't it? Moving from the general idea to the unique thing.
Exactly.
And for English speakers, we see it all the time with capitalization. Proper nouns get that capital letter. Think about how critical that is in writing, getting someone's name right, or a specific place. Makes a big difference.
A very big difference. Precision matters.
Definitely. Okay, so moving on. The notes group, material, concrete, and abstract nouns, these sound like they might overlap a bit or have subtle differences.
They do have subtle but important differences. Let's take material nouns first. These name the actual matter or substance something is made from.
Substance, like raw materials?
Kind of. Think air, iron, cotton, water. It's the stuff itself.
Okay, basic stuff. Then concrete nouns.
Concrete nouns name a physical object, something you can actually perceive with your senses touch, see, hear, etc.
Ah, so things you can point to.
Exactly. Like a chair, a table, a book. Tangible things.
So let's see if I've got this. Wood would be a material noun, right? The substance.
Yes.
But the chair made of wood, that's the concrete noun, the actual object.
You've got it. Material is the substance. Concrete is the perceptible object made from it, often. It's about what aspect you're focusing on.
That's a neat distinction. Okay, here's where it gets really interesting for me. Abstract nouns, the ones you can't touch.
Right. These are typically names for qualities, actions, or states, things that are considered apart from a specific object. They're concepts, ideas. They exist mainly in our minds.
Okay, can you give some examples for each of those quality, action, state?
Sure. For qualities, think goodness, kindness, hardness, even color. For actions, maybe laughter, theft, movement. And for states of being, things like childhood, poverty, sleep, or sickness, intangible experiences or conditions.
Right. And the notes mention something fascinating about how these are formed.
Yes, the formation of abstract nouns. This is where you see language building on itself. Often they're derived from other kinds of words.
Like how?
Well, you can take a common noun, like friend, and derive the abstract noun friendship. Or agent becomes agency. Or take an adjective like able becomes ability. Wise becomes wisdom.
Okay, yeah.
Even verbs. Hate can become the abstract noun, hatred. Love gives us life. Know gives us knowledge.
Wow.
And sometimes, interestingly, the verb and the abstract noun are the same word, like desire can be the verb to desire, or the abstract noun, the desire. Same with hope or fear.
That's incredible. It's like language gives us these handles to grab onto ideas that aren't physical, allows us to talk about them, debate them.
Precisely. It makes the intangible, well, discussable.
And speaking of building things with language,
Yeah.
the notes also talk about compound nouns, sticking words together.
Yeah, essentially. A compound noun is just a name for a person, place, or thing that's made by combining two or more words.
Like,
Classic examples are brother-in-law or shopkeeper.
right, okay.
And they form in lots of ways. You can have noun plus noun, like bedroom or grammar book.
Makes sense.
Adjective plus noun, think blackboard or common sense. Verb plus noun, like pickpocket or dance team.
Pickpocket, yeah.
Even noun plus verb, like handshake or milkshake, or involving gerunds, those beaking words acting as nouns.
Gerunds, like running.
Exactly. So you get gerund plus noun, like dining room or punching bag, or even noun plus gerund, like fortune-telling or house cleaning.
It's really efficient, isn't it? Just combining simple words to make a new, specific concept, like little language Legos.
That's a great way to put it. It shows the creativity built into the system.
Okay, shifting gears slightly, collective nouns. These always seem to bring up grammar questions.
They definitely can.
Yeah.
A collective noun is a name given to a whole group of people or things, but considered as a single unit, at least sometimes.
Like team or family.
Exactly. Or people, army, police, class, crowd, jury, committee, herd, lots of them.
So what's the tricky part? The grammar.
It's usually about verb agreement. Does the noun take a singular verb or a plural verb?
Ah, right.
The rule is, if the noun is acting as one single, undivided whole, you use a singular verb. The notes give the example. The jury consists of 15 members. The jury is one body.
Okay.
But if you're thinking about the individual members of that group and they're acting separately or individually, then you use a plural verb.
Like the committee are arguing about the budget, meaning the individual members are arguing.
Precisely. It depends on whether you're viewing the group as a single entity or as a collection of individuals. Language reflects that perspective.
That's fascinating. It really forces you to think about the underlying meaning you want to convey. Are they one unit or separate parts?
It's a subtle but powerful feature.
Okay, nearly there with the categories. The last pair in the notes. Count versus mass nouns. This seems related to singular and plural.
It is very closely related. Mass nouns, sometimes called uncountable or non-countable nouns, are words for things that you generally don't count individually. You measure them by quantity.
Like liquids or substances.
Often, yes, like milk, blood, juice, sugar, or abstract concepts like mankind or information. You wouldn't usually say 2 informations or 3 sugars, unless you mean types or servings.
Right, you'd say some sugar or a piece of information.
Exactly. You quantify them differently. Now, count nouns or countable nouns are the opposite. They're nouns for things you can easily count,
Right.
like 3 plates, a dozen eggs, 5 chairs, things that have distinct countable units.
And knowing this difference is pretty crucial for just speaking correctly, right?
Absolutely. It determines whether you ask how much
Yeah.
or how many. Much milk, many eggs. Get it wrong and it sounds unnatural.
Okay, so that wraps up the different types. Now let's get into how nouns actually change, the whole singular and plural thing.
Right. The basics first. A singular noun just represents one person, place, or thing, like purse or flower.
One thing. Got it.
And a key point from the notes. Singular count nouns usually need an article like a, and, or the in English.
Yeah.
Like she wrote a letter, not just she wrote letter.
Okay, good reminder. And plural.
Plural noun means more than one. Simple as that. Charts, spoons, feet.
More than one. And most nouns follow predictable rules for this, the regular ones.
Yes, thankfully. Most nouns form their plurals just by adding s as, s, or sometimes as to the singular form. Think bags, add s, matches, add s, hobbies, change y to as.
Okay, so there are patterns even within the regular ones.
Definitely. The notes break it down.
Go on.
Most just add s. Boys, car, cars. If the noun ends in sx, edge, or she, usually add s.
Right.
Classes, taxes, brushes.
Okay.
If it ends in a consonant, then y, change the y to as. Hobbies, puppies.
Right.
Nouns ending in o are a bit tricky. Most add s. Echoes, potatoes. But some just add s. Ratios, pianos. Often words borrowed from other languages.
Ah, the exceptions within the rules.
Always. And there's even a note about pronunciation. That added s can sound like s, like in books, or z, like in bags. It depends on the sound before it.
Details, details. It's good that there are mostly clear rules, though. Makes things easier.
It provides a solid foundation, but then...
Then come the irregulars, the fun ones, the ones that trip everyone up.
Exactly. Irregular plural nouns. These guys don't follow the standard es or es rules. They have their own ways of becoming plural. Examples like leaves, stimuli, feet.
Okay, what are some of the patterns here? Even irregulars sometimes have patterns, right?
They do, sort of. One common one is changing f or fe at the end of vevs, like leaf becomes leaves, life becomes lives.
But not always. Roofs, not roofs.
Right. Some just add s, like chief, chiefs, proof, proofs, roof, roofs. Another pattern involves vowel changes, often from older forms of English, changing us to I for some Latin words. Fungus, fungi, stimulus, stimuli.
Okay.
Changing onto a for Greek words. Criterion, criteria. Phenomenon, phenomena, or is to s. Hypotheses, analysis, analyses.
Wow, echoes of other language.
Definitely. Then you have the N ending, like child, children, oxen, and the internal vowel change. O to E, like foot, feet, tooth, teeth, or other vowel shifts. Woman, women, mouse, mice, man, men.
Those are classics.
And compound nouns, how do they pluralize?
Ah, good question. Usually you add the S to the main or principal word in the compound, so commander-in-chief becomes commanders-in-chief, passerby becomes passers-by.
Okay, makes sense. Add it to the noun part.
Generally, yes. And finally, some nouns just don't change at all.
The zero plurals, like sheep stays sheep, hare stays hare. Fish often stays fish, though fishes exist for different types.
It's such a fantastic mix.